Good morning. I am Eli Juicy Jones. This is Juicy Jones HQ, and you've turned into Nerd News. This is the week of March 8th, 2021. It's Women's Day, which is awesome. Hope you guys are celebrating that. And today, our Nerd News, we're doing a dry run for the return of good old Nerd News, which we're going to do every single Monday. And today we're going to talk about Microsoft being greenlit to buy Bethesda. We're going to talk about OLED switches for Xmas, which is going to be awesome, and Mars Perseverance is on the move, so stay tuned. It's Nerd News! Nerd News! We're going to have Nerd News today! It's been a while, but it's awesome! Hello. I hope all of you are having a nice day. I keep switching to the wrong scene because I've changed everything up. How is everybody? Hello, Adequate Gaming. Thank you so much. Hey, Boss OG. It's great to see you. Hey, Goateed and Snitchelwitz and everybody else who's out there. I have so many different channels open that I'm not always exactly sure what is the current one that I'm talking about or talking to, but they're all at least up there and I can see them. Let me just make sure I do have one additional one up. Tell me how you guys are doing. I hope all you guys have some caffeine. You know that I do because that's the way we roll it here, and I am actually still almost vaping. I'm vaping on the same exact Max Luke that I've been vaping on forever. For those of you who are quitting smoking out there and vaping, hello to DMK Wizard who can't drink coffee. Too bad. Well, I hope you have something to drink because you'll die if you don't drink water. So something. And I hope everybody's having a nice Monday morning. It is Monday. What is it? It's 11:20, so I'm running a little bit late. I intend to go to live every Monday at 10 o'clock, but I don't always succeed. We used to do this every single day, but it became a little overwhelming to do it every single day. And that was a bit much. So anyway, I'm having a super nice one. Here at Orbital Gaming headquarters, we're not doing too much. We're watching a lot of the most recent TV, and I'm looking forward to the Zack Snyder Justice League recut and the Falcon and Winter Soldier too. I hope all of you, I wonder if you finished watching WandaVision yet. You guys tell me if you have. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. In just 1 second, what I want to do is I want to just chat with you guys and give everybody, just a few minutes to roll in because inevitably I probably could start the show at 10 and then do the news at 11 because it takes people time to roll in. One thing I can do is I can make sure that if my Trovo isn't set right, they'll whine at me. I forgot. You have to put it on chit chat, which is, pretty nearly borderline demeaning name for what we're doing here, but hey, it's cool. And I should do the same for Twitch. Except, what's our category for Twitch? Is it talk? Is it tech? Talk shows and podcasts. Oops. Yeah, we'll go talk shows and podcasts. Why not? No idea if that works. Your boyfriend keeps trying to get you to watch WandaVision. So wait, to watch one division. Do you mean watch? Oh, one. Oh, WandaVision. Got it. It's good. WandaVision's good. It's a little bit thought provoking. It starts out kind of lightweight, and then about halfway through, it's like, oh. So I enjoyed it. It asks important questions about how we process grief and how people manage themselves. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's WandaVision. I'll just type it. It's both their names. It's Wanda and Vision, so it's WandaVision. Get it? Oh, but what do you guys think about the intro? You got one of those? Yeah, you got it, of course, right? I did a few layouts, a little reminiscent to the old ones. There's our news layout. That's my cute girl. Those are my two favorite women. My cute girlfriend, Aileen, and my mother, Corinne, who died a long time ago. 24 years ago? Good God. 25 years ago? We still have our hype train. Can you hear hype audio? Are you hyped? I can see hype train sound. Hype. 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 Hey. And there we go. Did I make a Discord announcement? I probably didn't. And I always forget everything. That's my way. I can't wait to get to the news. It's cool. What nerd news have you guys come across this week? Nerd news is just a little weekly summary of what I think is interesting in the nerd news. Yeah, we are on Twitch, and it is this URL. It's the same, except you have to put an HQ in the end because Juicy Jones was taken. That's all. I'm always interested in what anybody has to say. You can always email juicyjones@gmail.com with any kind of nerd news you have. Or you can tag me anywhere and be like, this is nerd news, and I will try to remember and include it in the show. I'm always looking for help from everybody else because I just trawl through whatever I think is interesting. You know how that goes. That doesn't always bear fruit. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And thanks to everybody who follows and is watching. I really appreciate it. Lost my place on my page there. My production is fairly simple. I keep a monitor window open right here on this screen that shows the intro view. I have an intro view. I have a FaceTime view. I have this little guy, which is my main news reading view. And I have a break, and I have a halftime. I have a hype train. And that's how we got. That's what we got. Really appreciate all of the help and attention and everything, especially people who send in news. This week, thanks to Aileen, who helped send in all kinds of stuff, which is cool. Liquid sunshine. And we're coming in at 1080p 60, which is kind of fun. I really ought to have that on auto, but the room is actually very dark, and this Brio camera does a very good job on the dark camera. Very good. Oh yeah, I was going to do a Discord announcement in case anyone was watching. Thank you very much for the beard compliment. I appreciate it. I have not gone through it and done anything serious with it in a while. It is a little bit overgrown. So it needs a little bit of this action. Beard grooming. Feels good. Very nice. This is, I guess, boar bristle. And this is made of sandalwood. Sandalwood's nice because it develops a sheen. Doesn't age very much. And of course, wood is a superior material for combs because wood doesn't snag your beard like metal does or plastic. Plastic is heinous. Plastic is so weird. Funny how wood fibers are unique in their own way. So, nerd news is just a little look into what I think is interesting. I'm going to make a little Juicy as live thing. Maybe I'll copy off of what I did on Twitter. Hey, there's JT Munn. It's fantastic to see you. It's wonderful. This is the return of Nerd News. I'm just taking a little break there. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, by the way, do. I'm coming back to doing Nerd News. And I'm doing some practice runs. I'm trying to do it right. Every Monday at 10 o'clock, we're doing Nerd News. And I'm trying to get back in the habit. I got a little taken over by depression and the rat race for Trovo, but we're just going to go right back to what I intended to do. Join me, everyone. It's time for Nerd News. And I have a fancy graphic. Yeah, I want to get back to this. I want to get back to it all the time. Every week. And then tomorrow we're going to make another hype train. I tried to do it last week and I just didn't get her done. But we will. It's 6:30 a.m. Good for you. 5 hours earlier than here. You must be in the Pacific, like Hawaii or something. or even further. You can't go too far. You're in the future. You're in the future. I'm responding to Bella, or to DMK Wizard on Blemish, who tells me that they're in 6:30 a.m. So yeah, if it's earlier than about 8:30 right now, you're in tomorrow. That's awesome. You're delirious. Good for you. It'll take you a few minutes to wake up. You're walking Bella around town enjoying a beautiful 56-degree day. What a nice day. Holy crap. I think it's about the same here. In fact, I'm pretty darn sure. I'm going to look at the weather. It says 34. That's bullshit. I'm going to update this. You know I'm going to update this? Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that weather. Same here. Sunny. 50-something. The autofocus isn't doing a very good job. In the iPod autofocus. 50 Fahrenheit. Yep. Yep. How nice is that? Oh, so nice. Let me just edit this. Here, units, centigrade. Here, there's the centigrade. Sunny, 10 degrees. Oh my God, it's perfect weather. Yeah, 50 degrees. 50 degrees Celsius is hell on earth. That's 120 Fahrenheit. It's 120. Ah! No mother-looking way. There's no way. Hey, let me ask you guys. Should I leave the music on during this intro part of the deal? This is just a production question of what your preferences are. For the beginning of Nerd News, you know, I could easily just leave the music on and then turn it off when I talk. I've got to clip this stuff later, so maybe I should leave it off. Got to make sure it's all clipped, etc. Summer does feel like it's coming early this year. Kia Nexus, good morning. I'm so sorry I didn't see it till just then. Hi, Kia Nexus. I'm glad you made it over. I'm sorry you got a lot of pain meds going through you right now. It must be. That must be what's the deal. Why didn't it show me what you said in Restream chat? That makes me sad, Kia Nexus. Okay, well, I'm going to keep you visible here. Yeah, DMK Wizard saying they're around Christmas time. They hit about 45 centigrade Celsius because it's obviously it's hemispherical, right? So we're in the northern hemisphere here in North America and in Europe, and in Australia they're in the southern hemisphere. So their seasons are opposite. It's the same seasons, just opposite. JT Mon is saying, I want one of these Abyss mods. I've never cared for billet box type base. I haven't either. It would have to be pretty amazing, interestingly, for that. So for y'all that just tuned in, I'm Juicy. This is Juicy Jones HQ. And every Monday we do Nerd News. Tuesdays we make hype trains. And hype. The rest of the time we game. And I'm trying to get more and more and more back into the talking art. Talking art, baby. Talking art, baby. Oh, there's GenX's note. Oh, thank goodness. Good. I thought the chat wasn't working. Oh, it's okay, DMK Wizard. That's fine too, though. That's great. Anything you want. I'm doing it all for you. I'll tell you guys a secret about how my production works right now. This is an experiment. It may not work. It's an experiment in restreaming from Blemish to the other services. So I don't actually know if it's working that well. You guys tell me. If you're on Twitch, seems to look like it looks fine to me right now. So if it's not fine, you tell me. You tell me, and I will fix it up, and I will make it work. Looks good to you. Okay, good. Nice. That's good. All right, we're going to start the nerd news here in just a few minutes. Hell or high water. No matter who's there. I don't feel like I should tweet anymore. Might get a little desperate sounding. I didn't tag anybody though. But has anyone remember anyone to tag? I'm pretty excited that we have International Women's Day. We got some news about Microsoft buying Bethesda. Oh, I still have the robot voice on. I always forget to turn it off. Thank you. It's a special effect. Like if I want to, I can sound like this. Or I can sound like this. But I should be sounding like this. Thank you very much. I've read whole nerd news that way and not known about it, and it's so embarrassing. It's a great sound effect, but not at 6:30 a.m. I get you. That is quite amusing. It's got a little like song that goes with it too. I can go like, I love this song. I can do it. I can do it. Usually I leave the little song off. Leave the little mother sound off. I also like my fake button for when I'm too tired to do anything else. One thing I've noticed today that disappoints me is that my subtitles are broken. And that me off. It makes me want to a kitten. I said punch. I shouldn't have bleeped that. That sounds worse. It's a lot worse to bleep out that word. Yeah, I'm sorely disappointed that my subtitles aren't working. Because they generally do. And that makes me sad. And I can't say I troubleshot them for like half an hour, which is a huge waste of time, but I love them. I try to find stuff for nerd news from art, science, literature, media, gaming, and everything, technology. And I don't always succeed. But when I get back on a roll, it'll be better. I think we should probably just commence. Get to commencing. There's the nerd news. Intro. It's nerd news, nerd news. We're talking about Microsoft again and the Mars Perseverance rover. There we go. How clippable is that? Welcome to Nerd News. This is March 8th, 2021. Let me queue up my special, super amazing queued text file that has the Nerd News in it. And we're talking about episode 33 today. Thank you all for tuning in. Nerd News is my little look at just what I think is interesting weekly about technology and news. I'm a GenX guy, been a studio artist for 35 years, and a tech nerd since I was a little baby boy. And so I hope you guys enjoy this. As always, send any tips and anything you've got to juicyjones@gmail.com. I ought to have a little flashing thing on the screen, but I don't. And I take all those tips and I try to make them into a news piece once a week. And don't forget that on Tuesdays, we have Hype Train Tuesdays. That's always fun. And we are going to do more and more of this the more we can. So this week on Nerd News, number one, the most important thing is that it is International Women's Day. And so everybody, it is time to celebrate women. It's a global day, and we celebrate the achievements of women. That's what the global, or that's what Women's Day is. And it's a time to make a call to action for more gender equality, to accelerate that. These are my two favorite women right here, my mother and my beautiful girlfriend, Aileen. And I celebrate them. They're fantastic. They're both brilliant. My girlfriend's really brilliant. She's great. And this is a really important day of the year for everybody to celebrate all the women's achievements that you can, and to raise awareness about equality, and also to lobby for parity. And it's just a special day to do that. We, of course, try to do that every day, but it's fun that when you have a holiday, you celebrate it. There's a really cool YouTube video from the women of Xbox where they went and created a little roundtable discussion of some of the gals who are important in video gaming currently, including Louise O'Connor, who is the Everwild executive producer over at Rare, and Mary McGuan, who is the chief of staff at the Xbox studio. So this is really cool. This was on my Twitter. I tagged Nerd News on it. And so go check that out if you were interested in Women's Health Day. In fact, it's not even optional. Go check it out. It's cool. These women do a great job. And a lot of them have not got their due as far as how brilliant and amazing they are. Another piece of fun nerd news that I came across is, I think this today or yesterday, is really fun, that we are that South Korea has unveiled a huge plan for an offshore wind farm, and it was a big thing about President Moon Jae-in's Green New Deal. And what's amazing about this is that they want to curb fossil fuels and make it carbon neutral by 2050, which is incredibly ambitious. That's fantastic. They should be doing more. We all should. There was a big signing ceremony, and it is going to have 8.2 gigawatts. This is going to be a pretty huge deal, and that's just fun. I love big wind farms. In fact, can we see the actual picture here? If I turn off yeah, there's the picture of just any wind farm. But South Korea has Asia's 4th largest economy. That's fantastic. Check this out. There is going to be a new Switch with a little 7-inch OLED display at the end of the year. They already have the 6.2-inch 720p one and the little 5.5-inch one on the Switch Lite. But this one is going to be a 7-inch OLED made by Samsung. Expect them to go in production somewhere around June, and expect them to be available end of the year. And the reason there's Bloomberg says that they will go 4K on the big screen, and yet they remain 720 in the hand, and that's almost certainly for battery life. I'm sure. Who wants a 4K handheld? I have no interest in that. 720p though, that's fantastic. At that size, looking down at it, even 1080p is a little bit too dense to really get anything read. That is really cool. That's going to happen this year. Ubisoft did a big thing this week where they went on and on about the future of the Division, and we were not expecting much, to be honest, because they would typically unveil a new game, a Division 3. But what they're going to do is they're going to have new content at the end of the year, and they say it's a whole new game style. It's being developed by one of the Hungarian studios. We'll see what it is. This game has, of course, fantastic track record for development. Everyone who plays the Division loves it. Everyone who plays it and loves it wonders why everyone doesn't love it more. One of the things to note about this is that they are going to repeat the seasons 1 through 5 content again this year. So this year, if you want to get back into season 1, time to do it. They're going to repeat that and go all the way to the end, which is kind of cool. I probably want to do that because I missed 3 chapters of season 1. And here is a little ridiculous thing. This is a tiny aside, really, not even a serious game. Hey, GenX, not even a serious game piece, but look at this little Ryzen handheld. This goes on sale, not later today. This is from a week ago. So these are on sale now, although you probably can't get them because they were Indiegogos. But this is a tiny little Ryzen 4500U with a built-in graphics. There's 2 models, 500 gig and 1 terabyte, and they come in black and white. This is so cool. Pretty soon here, we're going to see much more powerful versions of this kind of stuff. These cost between $600 and $900. Pretty soon you'll be able to buy a pretty decent gaming PC in a handheld form, and it's going to be pretty amazing, don't you guys think? That's pretty great. So just so you know, for those of you who just came in, I don't think anybody just came in,